an academic juggernaut, let me delineate the nitty-gritty, the nuts and bolts, and the crankum of the status quo. You see, this is not me venting out my garrulity and loquacious monomania in this tete-a-tete. I would never intentionally obfuscate before the cloud and buff in a fog and canopy of abomination and ago-bago malarkey. Now, let me digress to the crux and focal point of this colloquy. It is dismally lugubrious and dolorously lacking that the premium motor spirit, or if you have the proclivity and propensity to refer to it with the layman's nomenclature, which is no more ubiquitous. And concomitant to that, the price keeps burgeoning and mushrooming as a corollary to discuss. Now, let me demystify and delineate as I pilot and paddle you through this expository legato peregrination of rebarbative rigmarole. See, the government have prefabricated, galvanized, and plummeted the economy into a cataclysmic hibernation, somnolence, and discombobulated economic harmattan that has consequently culminated and catapulted into a cantankerous and nefarious ruckus. You see, as a monumental colossus and a Brobdingnagian egghead, let me verbalize and enunciate my undaunted apologia after both Nata and confabulate in this gravitas harangue.
Languid, languorous, and in a financial comatose, they have the intrepidity and temerity to incautiously introduce the endemic and autonomous excruciating charges. What a debilitating, attenuating, enervating, and exasperating situation. The totalitarian, tyrannical, and tyrannous politics leave the masses in what I call happy-go-lucky and desultory attitudes. The prodigious is, or if you like, as anomalously a proliferate and abated skyrocket cost of living in our milieu. Why create a financial tumult, a financial rumpus, in our pocket? The anti-penultimate lemma is melancholious, rebarbative. So it has to be barbiturated, proscribed, annihilated, and decapitated. If not, it will cause another financial cataclysm, financial dilapidation and locotomization, financial precipitation, malacted and malacted. The charges has to be barbiturated, or else I will not koto in this cohort. I will not koto in this cohort. I will not koto in this cohort. The charges has to be barbiturated.
A verisimilitude harangue to my patient, vigorous, and vociferously vehement gravitas corello. This matter requires Brobdingnagian ruminative introspection. As an aficionado and academic apparatchik, let me conscientiously and meticulously perorate and adumbrate. You see, it is lugubriously abysmal and dolorously lachrymose that the price of naira keeps nosediving and plummeting in a pernicious, malignant, and maleficent modus, while the price of dollar keeps mushrooming, burgeoning, proliferating, and ballooning to the crescendo and apotheosis in an OTT, boisterous, lickety split, and chop module. See, this is a mendacious, fallacious, erroneous, and egregious asseverations, allegations, avowal, and affirmation, unequivocally and uncontrovertibly stating that I did not second, propagate, proliferate, and fertilize these ladies' prenatal chambers, ovaries, and ovum. Let me give you the utmost veracity, verity, and ginkgo oil, and the cornucopia and gallimaufry of the ingredients of this pandemonium and conundrum. For 30 years and a month of Sundays, we are engaging in pata, rumpy, and coitus, but I must admit that I do not fertilize and second your ovaries, womb, and prenatal chambers.
Because in this particular scenario, I would not make that arrogant that was part of the production process of bringing the infinitesimal pain into this war. That one, it is crystal clear that you're mentally unstable, and this idiot standing before us to cheat on me.
That is what you get. What you hope that you relatively obnobs with the hope of Rasudasu, Rasmataras politically. He was supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. It's a way of saying the president was fantastic. But his political enemy said he was suffering from what I describe as yes, it's a word that is supposed to be called silicosis, meaning a long disease. But search for the longest word in the dictionary to pep it up to become a 45-letter word, which is new mono ultra microscopic silicovolcanoconiosis. What an odium, what an ignominious moment, and even at the barbitration of the so much acclimatized. The same subsidy evacuation and barbitration was condemned by a scrupulous, fastidious, Puritanical, boisterous, energetic, and a rooting of today for political somnambulism and malocution, reticent, taciturn, uncommunicative, and unforthcoming, meaning he has control in the whole.
Timaduma is my curse. I was born in Limakante.
You got
I'm coming now. Reverend, you divorced the wife 2 times. You divorced her 2 wives. Come on.
You say you a lie? I want to get married twice. I want to divorce twice. You know jack about me. You don't want to say you a divorce your wife. She gets easy. Don't play with me. You don't know jack about me. You don't know me.
Timaduma is my cousin. I was born in Limakante.
You got birth certificate.
I'm coming now. Reverend, you divorced the wife 2 times. You divorced her 2 wives. Come on.
You say you a lie? I want to get married twice. I want to divorce twice. You know jack about me. You don't want to say you a divorce your wife. She gets easy. Don't play with me. You don't know jack about me. You don't know me.
Timaduma is my cousin. I was born in Limakante.
You got birth certificate.
I'm coming now. Reverend, you divorced the wife 2 times. You divorced her 2 wives. Come on.
You say you a lie? I want to get married twice. I want to divorce twice. You know jack about me. You don't want to say you a divorce your wife. She gets easy. Don't play with me. You don't know jack about me. You don't know me.
Don't tell me nothing too much of that.
I love you. I miss you. I want you back. Long time no see. Out your love, I'm lonely. I miss you. It's too hard to bear. What have you done to me? I'm waking up in the middle of the night without you. And it's so unfair. I was in turn with you, only my pillows. Soon awake, morning, sun rises, but I'm alone. So
it is the weekend in Liberia, Monrovia. It is called the Weekend to Jolly Jolly.
I love you. I miss you.
So they say TGIF. Thank God it's Friday. Thank God we have to defense ourselves. Thank God that we retire from Monday to Friday and we start the weekend from Friday. So it's the time that people go out to amuse themselves whichever way they can by their ability. But we do hours on the radio from Monday to Friday, and then get ready for Saturday, and then there's a break on Sunday, and Monday we resume.
And I firmly believe of turning all these dreams to reality.
Let me say good afternoon and thank you so very kindly that you made us a part of your itinerary. Bits and pieces on Voice of Liberia 104.1 Monrovia. Voice of Liberia 89.7 Kakatama Gibi County. Voice of Liberia 90.7 Bun County on this 21st day of June 2024. We are here from now till 6:50 at your disposal.
Long time no see. Without your love, I'm lonely. I miss you. It's too hard to bear. What have you done to me? I'm waking up in the middle of the night without you.
That's what happens when you add value to yourself. The acknowledgement as quickly as we can. Then we get to the issue. Let's acknowledge those of you who have
Come
come
on.
on. Put your wonder. You are Johnsonville, Emmanuel Flomo. You've come on. Alhaji Fofana. You are following from Istanbul Community Center, Matadi. You said Yumoto Kringa. You come on, my dear sister from Minnesota, the United States of America. Hope that you're very well. Good to see you on. Matt James, you come on from Gata City, Nima County. Jonathan Tambakole Flomo, you are following from Paitam, Takata, Magibi County. And Isaac Rule, you are following from MPLS. That is, uh, those are few letters. I don't know what you mean by that. Stephen Sia, IAH. You come on from Minnesota, the United States of America. Who else? Stephen Coker. You come on too. That you are very well. You are following from the United States of America. You are in Minnesota also. Pastor Melvin Destiny Harvest Power. You come on from the United States of America. Good to have you on, Pastor Melvin Destiny Harvest Power. Good to have you on. And Gabriel Man, you come on from Liberia-VOL. Hope that you are good. Good to have you on the show. Jackson C. Pony Jr. of Iron Patrick Block C community, and you are a member of Block 13. Good to have you on the show also this afternoon. Jackson C. Pony Jr. Okay, we will acknowledge you as you come on. Time is of the essence. We've got a couple of things to talk about on the show. My name is Sam Andrews, Edwin Drive, and Patrick Saab is on the camera. And we've got a couple of issues to talk about. Also, the cash giveaway. You will need to play and play as many times as you can. Somebody just indicated, they said, uh, I can win your money, right? All right. Yeah, you can
Need
win
you.
as long as you play. You can play as many times as you can. Eugene Hammer, you just come on. Thank you ever so much for calling from the state of Missouri in the United States.
Okay, so the cash giveaway is on, and we giving 20,000 out to our lucky winner today. Our target today is to have multiple winners. Not one, not two, not three, not four. Our target is to have multiple winners. The more you play, the more chance you have to become a winner. All you gotta do on today is you got star 799 star 20 hash automatically your wallet to open. You put $211 or $1.50 US, then you stand a chance of winning yourself the 20,000. So let me explain to you. Today we're giving 20,000 out. Good morning, we started giving it out. We give it out to a lot of people. This afternoon, Lorena was here also. We call a lot of winners. And again, I'm here up to 6 o'clock. But in how much I'm here, we're gonna be doing it bit by bit. So the first segment, very shortly, will take another winner. So all you got to do is to put your entry that star 799 star 20 high. Then you OKA. When you OKA, your mobile money wallet will open. When you open, it means you got 200 LD in your mobile account. You can use it and play. When you play with it give you a chance to become one of the lucky winners. So you play with 200, you win 20,000. That's the opportunity for you on this Friday. You can start the Friday from here at any other area you want to win. Keep the entry on *799 *20# and to play with 200 LD or $1.50. Stand a chance to win yourself 20,000. So we will be taking our winner very shortly. Maybe we'll go to our regular conversation or maybe after the first call.
Yeah. Well, we're done with the first and second topic. Then we'll bring on the first. You know. But just so you know, this is the lineup. Representative Prince Afoko rant on the retreat. The House of Representatives is having their retreat at Farmington Hotel, and he had a lot to say. He has boycotted that retreat. He isn't there. The media executive and press secretary Melly at Belakasa, the Lebanese man hotel, the white commerce minister, the Lebanese commerce minister. The meeting was called to maintain offenses with the media and move forward. It ended in a deadlock. It ended in a deadlock. I will share my perspective on that. Just exercise patience until we can stop that. The media sector in this country will continue to be used, told and fro. If certain people would think that they own the media sector in this place, they have not come to the realization yet that we are in the age of globalization. They have not reached the conclusion we are in the age of technology. They think that we are still in the monolithic age. We know they have to understand they do not own the media sector in this country. That we're backstop of doing certain things and getting money from the presidency, or that the presidency will work against it because they are so-called media executives. It has to stop. What happened yesterday was not representative of those people. We'll talk about that in detail, just so you have a hint. Then the PUL Wahala. The PUL is breathing gradually because the court will rule that everything that they go back to status quo ante. That means they start anew, as it is in law. Then the Ministry of Education wants to hear depths from school drilling before they can take measures. They are on record. The man who manages the public affairs of the public relations arm of the Ministry of Education, Martin Blitte, is on record. We have that put on him. He was here a couple of months and he said that the Ministry of Education has issued a strict warning that no drilling on the street, that every school should drill within their community. If they have a wider compound, they can take advantage of it. What we are saying, business as usual. The back on the street, they are infringing on the rights of people as much as it is the right of schools to do their gala parade or whatever the name. It is not their right to infringe on the rights of other people's movement. So I say it this way. Probably the Minister of Education, Jasso Mali, and her team waiting to hear depths from school drilling, then they will put stop to it. But this is my position. Until they can put stop to it, I will continue to reference or attribute death to it. Why? Because I have known this in this country over the years. This country is just a messed up place. No reason why a certain leader will refer to it using some kind of awful expression, which I can. But this is a messy place. When I tell you that this country is this country is a mystery society, the typical culture. What I'm telling you simply that nothing changes for the better. Everybody comes to do the same thing, but those who outside they criticize, they condemn. When they come in, they do the same thing. So isn't that typical of what we condemned in the past or we saw in the past? Isn't it a mystery? Why wouldn't you change? So it beats everybody's imagination or most people's imagination. It is beyond our widest imagination. Anything that is beyond your widest imagination, it is a mystery. That means you can figure out the how and why. At least to talk about the solution, but we must firstly have the why and why available before the solution. So maybe they're waiting for the year car ran into students, or the driver was trying to dodge the students while they were drilling and ran into XYZ people, then they will force stop to it. So that's why me and I will continue to attribute death to it. I'm not wishing for that. I'm not a wishful thinker. But you risk students, you risk people's children lives. You put them on the street to drill, and you don't know the cars, the condition all of the cars in. You have drivers who just drive recklessly. You have drivers who think that they should just be on excessive speed. You have drivers who will take in alcohol, especially the young guys today, amusing themselves and get behind the wheel. Because every young boy who drinks will say that he's driving. Even when he's totally drunk, he will still say he's driving. And that's how some of the accidents occur. But they're keeping the people. So I will continue to say that, whether you like it or not, because our country, until disaster can occur, we will never ever move. We are not a light country. This country is not a light country. It doesn't try to figure out and assume that this will happen. Therefore, let's do this. Though you're not wishing for that, but that's what they call being on the alert. So read the signs of the time so that you put a preventive measure in place before it can occur. But we will sit supinely enjoying the positions we have, enjoying the United States dollars, being comfortable in tinted windshields, and have nothing. Comfortable in our offices, enjoying the conducive atmosphere. People calling up Mr. Minister, Mr. Director. I can't see the minister, I can't see the director excited. Director, minister, whoever goes to place, we are pleased to introduce the Minister of Education. Madam Minister, we are comfortable with all of those, but we're not trying to do the needful in terms of reasoning. But when something occurred, that's when they call quote unquote press conference and say they put measures in place. So that's one. So we'll talk about that. We'll also talk about the president's error. The president's error with the UL situation. And then you all know the legislature. I just identify Prince Afuko on the list. So that situation, as far as I know, and this is my position definitively, I'm not going to go into the ins and outs, the whys and the how of it. As far as I know now, this is my position, the legislators are money eaters. It's up to you. As far as I know, you know why? Why I reached the conclusion? I listened to the program defending, and it was very, very simple. You know why? Because legislators in the past, they defended to the core. All of the legislature, they defended wrong on budgetary line, whether it was not right, whether it was right, whether they attributed unto themselves at will, as far as the concern, whatever concern the public raised, they defended to the left. I never ever expected that Joseph Zuma Bwaka, president of Liberian legislature, would stoop so low the same way defending. So you see now, no need to tell anybody about anything to federal. Business as usual is on. So I'm not going to refer to the legislature, oh, they're doing this, they're doing that. I will only play Representative Frank Afoko voice because he's newsmaker. That's the essence already. We dispatch it to you. We receive it, we dispatch it to you. But in terms of credibility, trust on that legislature again, no. As far as concerned, they are money eaters. So let them continue to eat the money, enjoy themselves. Yeah? It's up to you. You got 4 months, 5 years, couple of months, it's up to you. So let's get started with the first one. Listen, this media sector is not owned by so-called media executives. Yesterday, they had a meeting where the press secretary, President Joseph Imabaka press secretary, called a meeting. That was the second meeting as part of a routine. Kula Fofana will call that meeting. The first, when she took over, and then she obviously decided that she will call these people to just speak the mind, tete-a-tete, whatever on your mind, and propose some suggestions. Was very cordial. Fast forward to the next one comes on. Just the same content. Because you have to do that going along, not necessarily that you don't know what to do, but you're trying to bring everybody on board and hear their opinion, their suggestion, to blend it with yours so that you chart a very good cause about the presidency. Because the press secretary role is principally and primarily to promote the presidency. Our content is the president. That's why it is said the press secretary. She's not the spokesperson for the government. She manages all relations and information and everything within that sector of the president. She briefs the president on a daily basis, what is in the press. Some of those things are on the radio. The president consults more to get her opinion on certain things from a media perspective, a lot more. So I read a write-out from one of those media guys called Charles Yates. I read the pretty close to 15, 16 paragraphs. And what he was highlighting mainly, the manner in which certain media executives conducted themselves in an unruly manner and walked out unruly. Thankfully, Edwin Dra was part of that gathering. So he saw the close of it. So he will weigh in on this. But my position, I have known those people for years. Those people have never ever been in the interest of the Liberian people, just as the legislature, whom we condemn, all of us condemn, has not been in the interest of the Liberian people. Those so-called media executives have always put forth their personal interest, not the interest of the people. They will portray themselves as the one who are guiding the sector, or as the one who everything should be China through. They are the big fish or big fishes as they call themselves. But they have never made any transformative gains over the years in this media sector. Look at the Press Union of Liberia. To give you a classic example, the Press Union of Liberia is gradually dying. And these so-called media executives have no time. You know how they operate? They're dealing with early year. I know that for a fact. Whether people get vexed, whether they say all kinds of stuff against me, it's up to them. But this is what I see, and this is wrong. They try to hold presidency and remote control the presidency. They did it with Ellen. For whatever reason, I know Ellen was afraid of them or not, or Ellen needed good image. So when they say one or two things, then Ellen will put 5,000 outside. Ellen will put 10,000 outside. Ellen will send some of them Ghana to go and amuse themselves. They will act like they're conducting investigation. But that investigation, that government money, they will go and sit in Ghana for 1 or 2 days and come back. That's how they were operating. They will want the government. They will want the government to channel all of the ads and other stuff to them. That they should be the one. That's how they will control government. Remember when President Weah came to power? President Weah, people saw all of those in Ellen's government, how these so-called media executives were operating. When President Weah came to power, his people who saw them and his people who are media savvy, what did they say? People got back with President Weah and people in, but they did not see the logic. When they said that they were not going to stoop so low to certain media people to be, when they make noise, then they give them money. When they write one or two things, they give them money. No. So people got vexed with them, but they were being truthful. That was the reality. Fast forward, President Walker comes to power. Day one, that everything should be through them. They argue that they're not getting high, the government giving an eye, and you go on the executive management website, you're not getting all kinds of things to say. And the social media, the proliferation of online TV is causing problem for radio, and all those things. They're talking all kinds of stuff, which doesn't make sense. We are in the age of technology. If announcements and other things not going to your radio station, then you sit down now to read and great. But the space is open to everybody. We went to LTA. LTA called a meeting about the sector, looking at radio stations and other stuff. They brought up the same thing. A certain media, quote unquote, media executive, they were there. And some of them are not very active, but they consider themselves media executives. LTA, I like how the LTA boss responded to some of these things. I was not there, but I followed the live. So the same day, the press secretary called this meeting. And they position themselves as if the media sector belongs to them. They should dictate the course of the media sector. The president, press secretary for Fana should work at their details. And this is what they did. The last time I paused, then Drakami will move to the next issue. I told you today, I told you before, I said today we're making laws.
We fire them.
Yeah. Let me tell you what those people did. And let me say this way. There are certain quote unquote media executives. They try to get rid of Fana. They want President Bouaka to remove Fana. They did this to certain people in this country we know. They will always want their liking, their choice to be there so that that person will turn up almost everything to them. That's how it brought in the past disadvantage to certain media institutions, radio stations and newspapers. At that time, the online TV sector was not flourishing as it is now. So that person with China almost everything to them, except certain radio stations, certain newspapers. So they had a meeting. Kula Fofana went with the president in South Korea. And they had that meeting. In that meeting, they had a lot more to say about and against Kula Fofana, which was not right. As much as it is a right to express your opinion, when you wait, let the person be in there with the Minister of Information, with the necessary people, and say it. So they reported Kula Fofana. The woman called another meeting again to mend fences and move forward. They went there, installing themselves as a stakeholder for the media sector in this country. And at the close of the day, what happened? They walk up. As I read, Yates right out. Walk out of the meeting. And one of them while walking out. Listen. All right. Didn't I tell you that these people like people who they can control? One of them walked out and called the Minister of Information because the Minister of Information had not arrived there at the time the melee ensued. He was on his way. The person called the Minister of Information to report the press secretary about how she was conducting herself or relating to them that he did not like it. which was not right at all. This is no defense for Kula. For Kula, over the time from the very first day, yeah, Dwyer, from the very first day Kula got appointed, I did an X-ray of Kula. I identified some of the errors, even though she wasn't making error then, but I spoke of this error because she started making them. Yeah. And I said that it will take time to get adjusted. You will make a couple of mistakes along the way. All of those things can happen. Kojo Mensa, one of the best radio broadcasters, expert, media experts in the world, Kojo Mensa. What did Kojo Mensa do? When Kojo Mensa was speaking on the radio, Kojo Mensa said, look, don't bother. Get on the radio. You will make mistakes. You will say awful and all of that. But with time, it will get better. Right? It's going to be your first time. I'm talking about me now. Listening to or watching him conduct workshops
Workshop,
for
yeah.
radio.
Freshman workship.
Yeah. He said you are making mistakes. Any venture, any position you are taking on, they will not be prepared from the beginning. And everybody will not like what you'll be doing from the beginning. But with time, it will get better. That thing never left me there. So I said, yes, you will make mistakes along the way. But along the same way, it will get better. She will know what to do. She has a degree in communication. She is a graduating student from the Louis Arthur Graham School of Law. And she's a friendly person. She gets along well with people. She knows most of these media people. She may not know all the media executives, quote unquote, but she knows some. With time, it will get better. And Kula has started to do what is right. And then these people think that they can move, they can say these things to the president, information minister, Jeremiah Pia, whom they are all familiar with. They can flow with Jeremiah Pia, they can get along well with Jeremiah Pia. So when they think that when they turn everything to Pia, to pressure Pia, then Pia will influence the president to move Kula Fofana from the position. Listen, this is the syndicate I know. I can't sit here. We can't sit on the radio to just say things imaginatively from the clear blue sky. There are certain media executives who want Kula out of that place as press secretary because they think that she is not willing to be used, to be told to pro at their wings and cooperate. So at the end of the day, I read uh, Charles Yates, journalist Charles Yates, right out the work out of the meeting. And Charles Yates, in the right out, he said their behavior, he described their behavior as disgruntled and unruly. And that generated into a serious argument. Let Dra come in. Dra was also there. He saw it to the end, and he can give a more graphic picture than I think I have done.
Okay, thank you, sir, man. You are more like analytical. I like how sometimes you play these things with regards to how people will give the understanding about how the issue occurred. On yesterday we were at Bella Casa Hotel in company with a group of journalists, media owners, reporters, and so forth. The information minister yeah, as well, he was there with a able lieutenants. Yeah, they were all there, and the press secretary Kula Fofana was there, as you mentioned. The meeting was fruitful, though it had a tense, point where you have people agreeing and disagreeing. But yesterday, at certain point, there were people who were inserting their anger and emotion into what they were telling Kula. So on yesterday, let me explain to you that what orchestrated the entire episode of the walking away by Philibert Brown and his team.
You don't have to call their names. Just go on with the content.
Okay, so on yesterday, the issue on ground or on the floor was the executive mansion is doing a public relation for some business entity, including scholarship and stuff, international scholarship, how to go about seeking international scholarship and so on. And Kula went on explaining to the people that we met this thing on the e-marketing website, and we saw former government publishing and doing advertisement for businesses, though the e-marketing is not being paid for the service, but they do it to create the environment that the e-marketing, the executive marketing, or the government is opening up doing business to anybody. The country is free. If you want to do business, you can come and do business. But e-marketing is not publishing this information or advertising this information because they're collecting money from the owners of the property or the owners of the company. So the people from the print media, they had it as an issue. They said the e-marketing don't have to be, publishing things on their website because the act of publishing on e-marketing website will circulate the paper that has to do with the newspaper, the newspaper. The newspaper depend on uh, advertisement to survive. People go there and do advertisement. They charge you, you pay. The newspaper will survive through that. But if the e-marketing is also advertising, it means the company now will not want to go to business with the newspaper,
which
but
they
instead,
ought not to do.
yeah, but then instead they will now want to e-marketing because e-marketing is not paying them. Let's say they're not paying e-marketing. Since the company or whoever that advertising their business on the e-marketing website not paying e-marketing, and e-marketing is highly observed and monitored around the world. So they say if that would be the case, then e-marketing will be strangulating the newspaper, the various newspapers across Nigeria. So the question was, if you will circulate us this way, how do you expect us to pay our workers and even pay the tax? So the issue was on the floor. It was being debated yesterday. People had their mixed view. So you have some gurus having their own views on it until later. Few group of people had their own opinion on it. It didn't go well with them. Like you said, I should not mention names, but they woke up and they made their opinion felt and say, in fact, they are not comfortable sitting in the same room with reporters. So that's how they left. That was the last statement that one of them made. So they left. So when few of the guys left, couple of the reporters and media groups who left in the building yesterday, the lack of Brian, they raised up concern and they said it was a total disrespect shown by the very big brethren who walked out of the meeting, giving the picture that we are all journalists. Apart from us being journalists, we have respected you people in the media as the elders in media, but we have not, been instructive to all of you. But the invitation that brought all of us here got the same content. It's not something like they invited you because you have to sit down differently and I sit down different place.
Yeah,
No, but we all were invited.
it wasn't really an executive meeting.
No,
Just general gathering.
and the
So,
content,
yeah,
yeah,
media of the mind, share your thoughts.
yeah,
But they perceived it or they wanted it to be fully media executive.
yes. So later, some of them they shared opinion and said they disrespected the reporter. And in fact, people, some of them who left the meeting yesterday are those caught in a habit of not paying their employees, trying to stress on government that government, doing advertisement for companies that they will not receive money. But even though they can receive money, but they still paying their staffers a very low money and stuff and things. So we all stress on that. Later on, we saw Jabate, Big Brother Jabate came out and
Mike Jabate,
Mark Jabate,
Assistant Minister of Internal Affairs.
yeah. So they came out and they fact looking out as well. Then you saw Titi Juku, Titi came in again and he apologized on their behalf. The people who left the same yesterday, he apologized on their behalf. They didn't do well. They especially the work author that they regret the time sitting among reporters and stuff. How they tended to be that they are the elders in media and stuff. They were not to even be in the same room with reporters and have such conversation and things. Yeah, so
The power business in this country and that's sporting.
yeah, so that was how we went on, and later the issue was being raised again about the e-market reporter. Kula earlier raised the concern that they are trying to institute a measure where they executive mansion reporter will have a police clearance and a tax clearance. So you have other journalists who ask you the issue: why would a reporter be traveling with a tax clearance or a police clearance? What is the necessity? And she made it clear yesterday, right? Kula is a low smart woman. They keep calling her girl. That was yesterday.
Yeah, that was very disrespectful.
She
They
told us
should not
yesterday.
refer to her as a girl. She's not a girl.
Yeah,
Yeah, she's a woman.
she
Yeah,
told us
independent.
yesterday that.
That was very disrespectful on their part.
So she told us yesterday, not because I'm beautiful, but I'll soon be turning 40. Just
Yeah,
few days from now, I'll be turning 40. That's what she said.
yeah.
So Kula went on and explained to us as journalists that the reason why they are requesting and asking journalists and reporters, especially from the e-marching to have a police clearance and a tax clearance has to do with a lot of opportunities associated with the executive marshal reporting. Today, the president will have a trip maybe in America or whatever, like tomorrow. Then they select 2 or 3 journalists and say, "You're going with the trip." You will not have time to go and process, police clearance, passport, they want, you will not have the time. So when the time comes and then we pick people who got those documents, it appears like we're picking them on your but we like all of you, but because you don't have the document to go, you will not go. So we're trying to prevent a future embarrassment for all reporters at the e-marshal.
And that's how it is all over the world.
Yeah. She further emphasized that the reason again, when the e-marshal is having, when the executive marshal is having, an activities on the executive ground, you see a lot of journalists, they will go there. The other person from Art TV, the person from Full TV, the person from Hey TV, everybody from all the TV, online platforms there. When they appear, you never tell who is exactly the e-marshal reporter. Because e-marshal reporter needs to be protected different from people who are just squeezing to pop in and get the information because they are not in our database. We need to have an account of everyone who will be assigned at the executive mansion or the executive ground. So that was the point why he has requested for reporter to have tax clearance and police clearance.
Yeah,
So
and on that, we'll go further. Then we'll go to the Wahala briefly. We'll talk about the cash money giveaway. Then we'll move to Representative Prince Focal's round. They, she's right on that. That's how it is done all over the world. You have, like, you saw what happened in the cabinet. The people took people from outside, but yet they have executive national correspondence.
legislative reporters.
Yeah,
And you mean the
yeah, yeah,
guy-
yeah. Sorry, thank you for correction. Legislative reporter. Legislative correspondents or reporters are the people who are responsible for the coverage of that place. Executive mansion reporters are the people who are responsible for the coverage of the presidency.
Mhm.
But you have multiple
Reporters.
yeah, and they're all
Especially when there's an event.
yeah, so she's right. She's right. Just conclude, and we'll move to the PUL and talk
Okay,
about
so-
the cash giveaway.
So in conclusion, there was a concern raised by one of the guys yesterday that we send our journalists to the executive margin. I think from Page Africa, so we send our reporter to the e-margin or the executive margin. But the executive margin has not been able to accept our reporter because we don't know. We have communicated a similar issue with us at Vosa Library here. We have even the manager of Kutu South raised that concern yesterday as well to Kula Fofana, and she told the manager that, but then what we do, how did you send your communication? He said we send it through the email. She said, okay, resend it and call me personally, not the executive margin website number or whatever, but call me personally when you're giving the letter to whoever that is serving it there. Call me so we can talk. So okay, that was how they had it done. Then another concern was raised on the advertisement. The guy raised the concern and said the government has come on with the slogan "We are not doing business as usual." Then earlier, Kula, you have stated that you met the advertisement process on the e-marketing website when you took on as a press secretary. It means it has been in former government Ellen, former government George Weah, and now this Waka. But you people have told us, "Yo, not do business as usual." How do you tend to reconcile this? So she said, "This is not only Liberia. In Ghana, the website, the executive marketing website in Ghana, they do advertisement for for critical issues. It's not just an ordinary issue now, right? But the issue of like scholarship, they're not something like somebody got their restaurant, mushroom, advertising, no, but when scholarship, those are things to brighten up the mind, to enlighten the
Yep,
minds of young
because
people.
that
So
falls
those are
directly within
opportunities.
the president's office.
Yeah,
Opportunities created by the president's office.
yeah. So they said that's how it is, like Ghana, Gambia, Rwanda, on their executive mansion website, you go there, you see advertisement of scholarship, like job vacancy in other countries.
So their argument is those things do not be advertised by the president's office on
Yes,
the president's website,
yes.
but it should be given to
Oh,
them.
the newspaper. That's what they said. That's the acumen. So that's how some of them got there yesterday, and they left. The minister closed up yesterday, and he said, uh, "It's good that we have the meeting. They are trying to arrange." In fact, Kula arrived. She said that Kula said she has earlier arranged meeting with the president to meet with all the media executives, not only media executives, but journalists across the
No, let
country.
the media executives. That's what they want.
No,
That's what they want. That's why they scatter from time to time, government after government. Nothing. We
yeah.
always
So,
see where PU there, no happy looking.
so
If in get one headquarter, but
yeah.
all the media executive, position power.
So she said she has arranged for the meeting. There's only left with the time and the venue, but the president has consented that he will be willing to sit with the media to talk so they can express some of the issues, raise concern, how they go about tackling some of the lapses in the government, raise concern about some of the things that are endangering lives and the progress of the government so they can have a talk. But it's not only about media executive, we talk about everybody. But
They
then
will get
she
vexed
said,
again.
well, according to her, she said it at the end, right? But it was being in Ethiopia's form. She said, okay, but then when that happened, the reporter will be in one corner, the media executive in one corner, and all of people maybe on the table with the president.
She was making fun of them.
Yeah. So,
That lady
yeah.
is smart. But
No, she's smart.
the woman is a lawyer.
Yeah.
But what's the difference? I said she was telling them, y'all will be in the same hall.
Yeah.
You only want the people
We'll
to
be on
be
the same
there.
table, yeah, on
But
different table.
so you want to sit alongside the people, the
Mhm.
people will be in different hall. But what's the difference? Y'all will be in the
And
same hall.
the advocate, yeah, welcome to the journalist in there yesterday expressed deeply, the concern on describing the action of the big brothers who left the meeting yesterday has been disrespectful to them or to us, that we want to tell it to be. But for me, I thought I was there. I concluded to myself that they are entitled to their opinion. I did not call them. They went there by the invitation extended from the press secretary office. So if they felt that the time they had there is over and their input in the meeting was not being heard or whatever thing that we said, that they can take it back home and they decide to leave, then that's their business. So I never had issue with them leaving. I never had issue with anybody. The thing I went there for was to understand what has called the media for and why we are intended to talk. And I think we digested a few of them, the executive management reporters who have the police clearance because a lot of authorities try to they are being there, how they have arranged meetings to meet with the president, how they go about having the advertisement on the email website and stuff. But there's a recommendation. She said to take it to the president and to take it to our team as well, the public affairs department, so they can see how they can handle it. So the president can be in the know of some of these things. And Pia later came in and thank every journalist who attended the meeting on yesterday, and he gave us the coverage, the assurance that he's willing to work with everybody. And that's normal thing. Everybody will say we want to work with everybody, but deep down sometimes they do the contrary. And we hope to see the betterment of Kula Fofana leadership. She's a sound girl, I call her, she's a sound lady. Then you don't want me to start calling her woman, yeah, man. Don't want to show you to be calling her,
No,
yeah,
no,
that girl,
no,
that girl.
no.
Now you the cause, because now you have
No.
you have realized and have gone through
Okay.
some of
So,
the close contact with her.
so stay within the media, with the media. The first union of Liberia
So
has
so
been
so
dead.
Sam, I beg you. So before we go to the press union of Liberia, just one thing. I beg you, before we go to the press union of Liberia issue, keep playing your cash giveaway. That's star 799 star 20 hash. You enter automatically. Your wallet will open you with 200 LD or $1.50. You win 20,000 cash. Today Friday, it can do a very good thing for you. Star 799 star 20 hash. Enter play 200 LD or $1.50. You stand a chance of winning yourself the 20,000. Right after the conversation, we'll start to draw our first winner. So let me see what I can spin. If I spin a lay on your number, you become a winner, and right after then you will call you. So we'll not have to wait all along.
Okay.
So I'm about to spin. Let's go to PL.
Do I take my dear Southeastern sister? You come out. Thank you ever so much for coming on. So the president of Liberia too has been dead for almost 2 years, if not
Yeah,
that
2 years.
period. No leadership, disgruntlement, disorganization, everything intact. And the court, the judge finally ruled that they go back to status quo ante. What that means is they're going to start afresh. So there's going to be a rerun or new election. The voter roll will have to be claimed as argued that it wasn't by the Julius Canova side. And every other thing, they will have to deal with them as readily and convincing to everybody as they can. And then a new election is called. If Julius Canova wants to contest, it's up to him. If Daniel Yakonan, who stand down, if he wants to contest, fine, whoever wants to. But that is the situation with the Press Union of Liberia. The Press Union, the media sector has never ever shown any relevance. And Ellen stole money from what's the group? Osiwa. Osiwa. And Ellen gave it to the PUL to have its headquarters. What happened? They danced in that money for confusion here and there. At the close of the day, they put some kind of thing now called foundation. Today, to the PUL does not have a headquarters. Go to Ghana, you see the headquarters of the union. Go to Sierra Leone, go right here, Ivory Coast, go Guinea. When you see the press union headquarters, you don't want to even be a media person in Liberia, but yet have a certain people who say they are media executives will have no time for the development of the media, but just scrambling over position rights and a lot more. So the judge ruled. Let's see how it's going to be. The union missed out on the elections. The union reduced itself, disgraced itself, doesn't have any voice, can stand on any ground morally and politically, protesting any politician or political issue because it could not settle a simple one room election, one room election for itself. That will be doing it for those two topics. Let's do it for you. It's the weekend and the graduation all over the place. Willieti Slocum, you'll be graduating from K2 to first grade from Royal Family Development Institute in Loking Town. Congratulations, little girl, as you move from K2 to first grade. Smart little girl. You got it from your mother, Miss Jonelle Slocum of Logan Town, Stratton Creek Community. Okay, 0770 08673 0776 36 40 45. Have your say on these two topics we talk about, these 2 pointers. After that, then we get to Representative Francis Foucault. The Ministry of Education will have to stop schools from having drills on the main streets. The police too will have to step in. The police will have to step in. They raid the motorcyclists or restricted the motorcyclists from off the street. One of the reasons they gave was accidents, too many accidents. That was one of the reasons. Now they see schools drilling on the street, on the main streets, infringing on rights of people. School administrators wasting the lives of students and people, children, and will do nothing about it. The Ministry of Education will have to put a stop to it. Before the close of the show, I will bring in the voice or bring out the voice of Massey Beaton. He was here a couple of months and he made it clear that the Ministry of Education has instructed that no school or schools drill on the streets, but rather within the community. And he said the reason they took that decision because it was a risk. Car could run into students, different things could happen that will cause disaster, and they did not want it. 0770 907 907 0886 673 922 0776 36 40 45, and you on Bitz and Pieces. Hello.
Yeah, hello.
Your name and where you call from?
I'm Peter P. from Oklahoma.
Let's hear you. Speak louder.
Yeah, I got a little program on the Peter P. with you.
Dry will tell you. Dry will kind of tell you how it is. Just keep listening, yeah?
I want to get a clarity first.
Yeah, that's why I said Dry will tell you what is it? What is it you want to know?
Yeah, each time I play in the end of the year, I don't no more. If I play today, I play what day when I play full time, I don't no more. Yeah, man, I really want to know today.
All right, Dry will explain that to you. Just keep listening. Thank you ever so much. 0770 907 0886 673 922 0776 36 40 45. Send your text message on 0776 36 40 45. It will be read. 0770 907 907 0886 673 922 0776 36 40 45. And at the close of the day, we talk something very social, short and to the point. Why most married men not comfortable with their wives? They prioritize them over wife. Hello? Hello?
Hello?
Your name and where you call from?
Abraham Bruce coming from Dixie.
Let's hear you, Abraham.
You know, 6%. I saw the people call it 15 million. I saw it protect. Like, you know, to work with it because then you have so many teams that lose now. That means the politician can the colors. You have to let you know.
0770 907 0776 36 40 45 0886 673 922. Hello? Hello? You are on the air. 0776 36 40 45 0776. Hello? Yeah, move away from your radio or lower it completely. Don't put it on, just listen normally. Move from where you are. I know the weather is having impact on the quality. Hello?
Hello?
Your name and where you call from?
Chavate Vasega, my name for FDA committee.
Yes, let's hear you.
Yeah, I got up to company. I took calling to post out to me because I had to let only how we are going to a church. You just come here to post out to me.
Kakata Highway.
Highway, happy there.
The students were drilling on the street.
In the color program.
They were drilling on the street.
A roughing away there. They happy there. Car ring to a church. Come in to have post out to me. I'm interested in.
When that happened? When that happened, as far as you know.
I can tell now. Happy there. If you have to realize that's it, you having to traffic black. nowhere for car to go. Student, the second school of training that a quality class, for that to in the end that the school of training, where can the black, no for car to go, no for car to come. It's there, I can't remember that thing, the property function there, happening there. So government the post up to it.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you for calling. Have a nice day. Thank you so much. Hello. You called in, you called up again 0770 907 088 922 0776 36 40 45. Hello. Hello.
Yeah, hello.
You want to speak louder?
Yeah, I'm Mohammed and so getting from process.
Let's hear you.
Yes, I come to the circle one of the faculty. I think on Monday, one of the 15 of the appears men and people on the account.
Actually, we're not talking
So
motorcyclists here. Yeah, let's hear you.
yeah, so what I'm trying to say is about the one of the circle competition. So the people who have actually it's very, very, very bad. Yes, it's very, very bad.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Because it's too hard to show all guys.
Thank you, Chief. Hello.
Yeah, hello.
Your name and where you call from?
Yeah, I'm from Channelville.
Let's hear you.
Yeah, as for the data issued on the jury, I received information in the first quarter. It said there's a school of jury children can enter in. So for that information, I capture one of my sisters told me. But some part
In the same on Kakata Highway.
Kakata Highway around the end of there.
All right. Thank you. Thank you for calling. You're listening to Bitz on Voice of Life 104.1. Let's move down to with the catch money giveaway. Then we move to the next topic. Representative Friends Focus Grant.
Okay, so the cash giveaway that's star into hatch. Enter your wallet, play with 200 LD and win the 20,000. Okay, so very shortly we will be spinning. But before we spin, let me see whether let me see if a possible accord on a possible accord on our lose or draw. You lose, yeah, just goes. Yeah. So that's a keep your entry through that star 17 hash yeah, of the two. Okay, so the star 799 star 20 hash and stand a chance of winning yourself the 20,000 like so. Let me spin for the loser and pick one person who we have sent the 2,500 to. Oh, the spin didn't go too deep. It didn't go too. Oh, okay. So the spin took the person, but the person phone is off, and automatically we have said when your phone is off, you lose the mark. So let me see what I can take another loser here. Loser plenty. Then you'll be bluffing. You'll be on your phone. Okay, let me take the other person, and I'm sure the person will be on. Then we go. Okay. So keep your entry. That's star 799 star 20 hash. Play with 200 LD. Stand a chance of winning yourself to 20,000 Liberian dollars on a Friday. What a great Friday it is. Now the spin go. Take the person. Hello.
Yeah, hello.
My name is Edwin Melvin Dua, and I call you from Voice of Liberia. What is your name, bro?
Koi Margot G.
Marco D.
Yeah.
Okay, Marco D, you have played the Voice of Liberia can't give away plenty times and can win. So we decided to send you back 2,500 to encourage you and continue playing.
Oh. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. You are right. I was fit.
Mm.
Yeah, you have the money all.
Check it, check,
I
check.
know. All
Okay, check your account. Call you about to confirm what are you get it, yeah?
right. Oh, I get it.
You get, oh, and I can,
Yeah,
yeah? Enjoy yourself, keep playing, enjoy yourself. Yeah, possibly you can win it too far. That's it, the 20,000.
All right. Thank you very much.
Okay, Marco. Have a good day. So you can do the same, right? You lose, we get you money. When you lose plenty, we can get you money. You lose small, your team very small. Then you play, you stand a chance to win. The more you play, the more you stand a chance of winning yourself the 20,000. So what next you need from us? The star 799 star enter, play, play your mind and stand a chance of winning yourself the $20,000 on today. What a great opportunity and chance given to all of our listeners here. I go it again. I come in spin. Let me see what I can spin. Take it. Let me see what I can spin. Okay. The spin come and go. It come and go. So just be watching. Some of you, you're there looking, you won't be here and win. Like, oh, you won't be here. Who then now win? And now how you can be sometimes when you hear who then now win. You're happy burning, happy winning, and you know winning. So keep an entry that start 799, start enter 20 hash. And let's say start 799, start 20 hash, start 799, start 20 hash. Enter and play with $200 and spend it for winning 20,000 dollars. So I want to put in now and see whether I can take a winner. Possible I can take a winner. If possible I can take a winner. Star 799, star 20 hash. Enter and play with 100 LD and stand the chance to win yourself the 20,000 Liberian dollar. So the first spin gone, it didn't lay on anybody number. The second one gone, it didn't lay on anybody number as well. So we hold it there. The other spin is on. So you can put your number there. You can grab your own, just lay down on it. There's an opportunity for you. Star 799, star 20 hash, enter then 200 LD, stand a chance of winning your 20,000 like what a great chance given you. So move on to PL. You discuss PL as a winner.
Yeah, deal with the PUL. It's not really something of detail. Let's move now to Representative Focal. He has just sent a two-page communication to his presiding of the Speaker of the House of Representatives, Fonati Kofa. They are having their retreat presently at Farmington Town, and I I think he boycotted. He boycotted. The same thing I said yesterday. He reiterated that it was not right. You can reduce yourself simply because the Ministry of Finance is delaying in disbursing your legitimate money for the retreat. That you will beg the Swedish government, you will beg Irish aid, you will beg other people referring to them as sponsors for the retreat. When that is the first branch of government, the Senate said they took legitimate money from their budget. And the House of Representatives is saying that the Senate was given preferential treatment by the executive, that they got what they needed for them, no money. So they would sow. or beg for help from outside, including stationary. The representative indicated that today was yesterday. I talked about it that it was wrong. Today he had a news conference and he will reference that it was wrong. They should not have treaded that path. They pursue, and beyond that, he will say some other things. He will move on to Senator Lawrence, pro tem, Senator Darius Dillon, whom he sees as the ones who are causing confusion. And if it continues this way with the acquiescence of the president, then the entire country, as he said, will go into something else. This argument right now, the country is on autopilot. He is very vexed. He decided not to be part of the retreat of the House of Representatives. He went on to warn his presiding officer, the speaker, to be mindful that if he is trying to move towards the direction of the executive to dine and wine at the expense of the people, then he, Representative Kofa, Representative Prince Afoko, will disengage his support from the speaker, that he will become very strong against the speaker, Fonati Kofa. Just when he concluded his press conference, he went on to display the communication he sent to the Speaker of the House of Representatives. Yes, except from Representative Francis Afoko and his round.
Recent, there are few government ministry and agencies that have been going through a long processes without the legislature involvement in keeping with our statutory responsibility alone. APRC went through other government ministry agencies. They are just masquerading around here, just doing their own thing. And everybody just doing their own thing in this country. Somebody could ask us, what are you doing? We are doing our job. Even with our oversight, we are meeting them. And the public work just sent home yesterday to come back to us next week Thursday to understand the two processes that led to the contracts or the 22 how did it. We passed 12 of the budget. And within that 1/12 of the budget that has to do with the 100 days delivery that the public work minister are under, there was no 22 million within that 1/12 of the budget that gave him the authorization to have given contracts to companies to go and maintain those rules. Do we want the maintenance of the rules? Yes. The former public minister told us in return over documents that 100 equipment were left and were turned over to this administration. And this administration could not even maintain those 100 equipment. Now you are telling us you left those 100 equipment that we could use money to fuel and decentralize the process to carry on road maintenance, and then we come now into the process of carrying on road construction in subsequent time. So the immediate approach, which is the short-term approach, could have been maintenance. Do we have those equipment to do the maintenance? Yes, we have those equipment. Under the John Smith administration, 100 plus
equipments were bought with you, and they were turned over to this new Mr. Giddings, and he has those equipments. So today, to have those equipment and go to contract other contractors when you already have people to do those jobs at public works, we think that is an excuse to see the Liberian people money. That is unfair. We'll dig into this matter to make sure that the right thing is actually done. We have the University of Liberia. We saw of recent our students were agitating on all of the campuses. Fender, campus, teachers have put down their clocks. We have students do not have the right environment, the right learning environment. Buses are no longer available to have those students on their respective campuses because of no money. Therefore, the legislature invited the Minister of Finance and the LRA Commission to know what is unfolding in the revenue generation. And to our utmost surprise, our brothers informed us that they have even raised surplus. So how can we have surplus and JFK now is crying for medication? How can we have surplus? Are working out of hospitals, no salary, Silver 7, they are crying, salary not on time. I mean, I'm not even interested in whether the legislature receive or benefits or not. I'm not interested in that. Because that is another branch of government. What I'm interested in here is the ordinary people of Liberia. It's the highest demonic level I've ever seen. I've never seen no form of witchcraft. Wizards, I've never seen as compared to what I just saw in what the Senate just exhibited. I thought the way the wizards were flying overnight, but now we have ways, no wizards at the Senate. Imagine over 500,000 United States dollars were just used 3 days for people to enjoy themselves. What they did discuss at the retreat was the retreat in the interest of the Liberian people. I said, no. They did discuss what doesn't have medication. They did talk about the hospital in capital. No, they didn't talk about that. They did talk about the bad conditions of our roads in this country. No, they didn't talk about that. They did talk about the struggling masses at the University of Liberia and other public schools. No, they didn't talk about that. They did talk about providing loans for our mothers in the respective markets. No, they did not talk about that. What they want to talk about is the $45,000 car that are going to be walking around in the midst of the struggling masses who have elected their Indian power. Senator Dillon, you know, you are the most modern, organized, sophisticated, deceptive criminal I've ever seen in this period. And Dillon, I'm disappointed in you. Why am I not calling you for me? Dillon, I'm disappointed in you because you have failed our generation. Dillon, I'm disappointed in you. Many people in this country supporting you on grounds that you are going to be an integrated person. Dillon, I knew that you're not an integrated person. You are a very corrupt, deceptive young man. But you were able to use the ignorance of our people to deceive them. And today, there are a lot of people who pray for you who are also disappointed. You do not have the face, you do not have the attitude to say anything in this country. You have lost that credibility as well as intelligence. We learned that if there was a ballot today, you cannot have 1% vote of the people of Monserrato. You want to divert that to go to Grand Plaza County to go and contest in the senator. Dillon, the people of Grand Plaza, they are very smart. They are wise people. The people of Basel will reject you to the highest level, but that's not the issue. The issue here is my disappointment. How can the state go and use over 500,000 United States dollars? Because private startups in capital building are not earning anything. We pay the people at capital building, we pay them ticketing. When we pass the budget, we could not consider a salary increase for those people who are serving us in the House of Representatives, but we were able to use over 500,000 on a Senate retreat in Nassau County. Senator Nyongli, you have been a big sister. I actually thought you're a senator at that level who have brought transparency, who have brought good governance, who have brought, yes, organization for the state. But I mean, your leadership, I see, will be the worst leadership in terms of corruption, in terms of procedure, but not in the interest of Liberian people, and we are disappointed in you. Senator Nyongli, I am disappointed. I am totally disappointed. But Delo, as a here, as a criminal, I know that he has transferred criminality, that's of criminality, into your vein of being also corrupt. Nobody now today, your character has been hit in the issue of criminality in this country. We are disappointed to this issue, and we are not interested in how you feel about our discussion. We're not going to abuse, to use other people to abuse yesterday. We're not going to be desperate. We're going to speak the hard truth to power. Today, I stay away. As you saw here, one of my elders, the District Development Council leadership. The retreat today is necessary. I will tell you, yes. Representative Speaker Councilor Fonati Kofa has been proceeding well. He was able to use the realistic influence to have networked with international partners to support our retreat. But here is my disappointment. Should we still look up to donors to support our retreat so that those donors become to subject to how we run the operations of our country? Are we still subjecting ourselves to organizations? Yes, we do respect the international organizations and we appreciate their contribution to our society. But to reach today a stage for which the executive failure to support the House of Representatives in keeping with what was passed into law as per our budgetary support to strangulate the House of Representatives. But I tell you that Speaker Kofa, I'm disappointed in you. I'm disappointed. Kofa, please, I see you wanting to cast the hope of the Liberian people. The Liberian people have placed their hope in you. They have lost their hope in the executive. They have lost their hope in the Senate. And the hope of the Liberian people is relying on the House of Representatives with its leadership led by Fonati Kofa. Fonati Kofa, any attempt for taxpayer money to be used at a retreat, Speaker Kofa, our situation, our war, our battle has begun and will start today. So I have stayed away from this retreat on grounds that the people of Liberia are not treated fairly into the decisions made at the capital building. So until we can come to our normal senses to think for the people, to stand against the tyrannical government that has come to steal from the Liberian people, in keeping with our oversight responsibility by law, so that I will not support anything in the legislature. I go against that, and our battle begins upon your return. I can say that you be a father, I will not be a son. I will allow you to have into what will destroy your future. I will not allow you to have into what will destroy the future of the Liberian people. I will not allow you to have into what will destroy the future of our children. When I take Kofa, the Liberian people cannot afford to buy a cup of house. For Atikofa, people can afford to pay their children's school fees. This is where my testimony is. I think it's about time that we stop the bluff. It's about time we stop the bluff, the never met. It's about time we stop the caricado. It's about time we put the Liberians first. Yes, what Liberians were denied of their entitlement and those.
Okay, so where Liberians will deny their entitlement, stop the bluff, stop the cajole. I love the few words for him. Okay, so what we're going to do now is, like I told you about our cash giveaway. Let me draw the winner now. When I draw the winner, don't blame me. If I draw the winner and you draw the winner, don't blame me. Me, USA, not seriously. So, and this is what exactly I'm on. But let me see whether I can take the last loose or draw. Soon I take the last loose or draw. When I come back, then I take the winner, whether you like it or not. I come back straight, taking the winner. So keep your entry at *799 *20 hash. As you enter, you pay with $200 and stand a chance to win yourself a 20,000 this uh, afternoon. As you come back, you win yourself that kind of good build of money. The legislature, the representatives, they are on their own retreat at the Farmington Hotel. Senator were on their own in Buchanan, and you got the the representatives. They are on their own Farmington Hotel. So let me see what I can talk to. Sam, you get me small money, yeah? Yeah, so you come and tell what you got. Yeah, okay, so we got a loser draw now. Hello?
Yeah.
My name is Edmund Robin, I'm coach of Barca Liberia.
Yeah.
All right, man, you've been playing the Barca Liberia cash giveaway, but you can't win.
I've been playing. I agree.
Okay, so
I received it.
yeah, so we just have 2,500 on your account to continue playing, yeah? All right. So TV, huh? Oh, you working in TV hospital?
Yeah,
Oh, okay. As nurse? Oh, you are a nurse, huh?
I'm a laboratory technician.
Oh, laboratory technician. Oh, okay. Wow. You are more.
Yes. I'm a nurse.
Okay. Are you listening to the radio there? You listening to the radio there?
No, I try to play no way. If I had to play the radio on.
Oh, okay. So you go down to play the one to be that winner is *799 *20 hash. *799 *20 hash.
Okay. Yes.
Then your wallet will open and you put 200 LDs. You play one time and see what you will do.
Well, thank you.
Is that your name again?
Patu
B. Wama.
Yeah. Every day I play our talent. I'm playing the I'm working down. I'm playing.
Freedom.
I play freedom.
Okay, so yeah, so you did 2,500.
Okay, I got me clear.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Okay, so the lady, the laboratory technician there at the field hospital in Bangabong County was awarded 2,500 because she has played and can win. So we saw that 2,500. So I think we'll take our second discussion, then we'll come back and draw the first. Yeah, so that's *799 20 hash entered and play with your little two, let's say your 200 and stand a chance to win yourself the 20,000 Liberian dollars here.
So before we start this break, this is where we go.
My people everywhere, looking for the power. Clap your hands, clap your hands, clap your hands. Come on, come on, come on. I know you're sleeping now. Yeah? Okay, let's go. The people who us, the people last us, they go next to us. The people who us, the people last us, the government us. They can lie. I said we tired with the lies. We tired with the that left a lot of damage. We tired with the defeat in and now you need to us. The thing we saw it frustrate us. So why did you why did you speak? Why did you allow the citizens to bleed? See, we just tell you that why we vote for you. But you fool us, you screw us, you use us and little abuse us. So why? The government should not. Why? But that's the question that we ask. The people fool us, the people last us, the government betray us. They betray us so much. They lie. The people who are the people laugh for us, the government betray us. No one to trust. My people don't want to hope on nobody. My hope that I have, I'm going to hope on. So where are the schools? Where are the roads? Where are the jobs that they said they were for? But they too selfish. The people tired with their rhetoric. You see the reason why we ask why the government betray. They have enough of time, but yeah, they still get delay. People suffer. No work, but people crying for hunger. Your vision and your mission, your intention to the nation, they fall. You got nothing to show. Nothing. So why? The government should lie. Why? But the question that we ask. The people sue us. The people last us. The government betray us. They betray us so much. They lie. The people fool us, the people lie to us, the government betray us. They can lie, they can steal, they will not go. We tired with the promises that left us to allow the damages. We tired with that speech they preach in free and not unique.
They are very wicked.
We saw it frustrate us. So
wickedness in high places. You find it in the politicians.
Citizens don't we just tell you that why we vote for you.
They have no time to regret whether you grieve me or not. They screw and use the people.
Why? The government should lie. Why? But the question that we ask.
The only language the politician understands and speaks so well, lie. L-I-E.
So why? The government should lie. Why? But the question that we
ask yourself that question. Why? Later will yet slow come. You'll be graduating from K2 to first grade on the 22nd of June. from Royal Family Development Institute. Royal Family Development, yes, so in Logan Town. Congratulations, little girl. You got it from your mother, Miss Jonelle Slocum of Logan Town, Stoughton Creek Community. They lie to us, that's who they are. They are political and financial vultures. They feed on people. They bring you to the door and leave your boom.
The thing we saw in Australia.
Never ever trust a politician.
You lie. Why can't you lie? The citizens don't need.
The politician is only concerned about two persons, himself and his family.
But you fool us.
But he sees you as the surrogate to accomplish his aim.
The government should lie. Why? That's the question that we ask. The people fool us. The people lie to us. The government betray us. They lie. The people fool us. You got nothing to show, nothing. So why? The government should lie. Why? That the people that we are.
That's who they are, Jackson Pony. The politicians lie a lot. Jackson Pony of Iron Project Block C community. Member of Block 18 is on. It's into this song. Good afternoon to you, dear brother. Hope that you are faring well.
The government us. We tire with the promises that left us for our damages. We tire with that speech and D and now you need it to see us. The thing we saw it frustrate us. So why can't you lie? Why can't you steal? Why can't you allow the citizens don't need to see to just tell you that why we vote for you? But you fool us. You screw us, you use us and build up and use us. So why? The government should lie. Why? That's the question that we ask. The people fool us. The people lie to us. The government betray us. They betray us so much. They lie. People fool us. People lie to us. The government betray us.
You're listening to Bits and Pieces on Voice of Liberia 104.1 Morovia, Voice of Liberia 89.7 Kakata Magibi County, Voice of Liberia 90.7 Bon County, the online radio in which you can follow all of our programs from wherever you are around the world. www.voiceofliberia.radio.com. Thanks to those community radio stations that relay the show as well as Good Morning Liberia. So this one, the death code at the Temple of Justice in Monrovia has ordered the closure of Western Cluster and all its higher companies, that's Citadel Mining Service and Construction Liberia Limited, account in all banking institutions in Liberia according to the information for being indebted. So the Horizon Transport and Construction Company with over 40,000 United States dollars. So Representative Francis Afoko, you heard his rant briefly. We talked about it. 5 o'clock, we go social, and this is it. Why most married men not comfortable with their wives, they prioritize girlfriend over a wife. Then they Euro 2024. We talked about that, and then we are out. Good weekend. So yeah, let's go to cash money giveaway.
Okay, so let me see whether I can lay my hand on this person who has automatically accepted being the winner. Let me see. Let me see. Now I'm spinning. Let me spin. Call me Mr. Spin. I'm the counselor of spin. Oh Jesus. Let me spin, and if you're lucky, your number will appear. Dial star 799 star 20 hash. Play 200. Liberian dollars stand a chance of winning yourself the 20,000. Hello? I beg you go over the noise now.
Yeah, we did enough.
My name is Edwin Melvin Dua, and I call you from Voice of Liberia.
Okay.
What is your name?
Abigail Smith.
Abigail Smith. How you spell your Abigail? A B I G I
A-B-I-G-G-I-A-L.
G I A L S M I
Yes,
T H.
yeah.
I didn't know your mobile account.
Yeah, Abigail Smith.
So Abigail, you been playing the cash giveaway the money?
Yeah,
How many times did you play?
I played this afternoon 2 times.
Oh, okay. You play when I play my spin, yeah?
Yeah, no, it was like I'm two.
Oh, two
Then they
o'clock.
got, yeah, then they got played like 6 games.
Okay, that time we're talking, I can be 3 o'clock. That time we can be on.
Okay.
So Abigail, where you living?
I live my chatty.
Matadi.
Yeah.
You live Matadi. You live with your people?
No.
Okay. So Abigail,
Yeah.
yeah, Abigail, don't start here now.
Yeah.
You're talking to things that I won't cancel you.
Okay, loving this.
Okay, Abigail, you are won yourself 20,000 Liberian dollars. Yeah. Okay. Okay. So how did you play? Tell other people how you play so they can follow you too. Maybe the way you play, they can play that and win. Yeah.
I wanted to play this one anyway. So I think same. So I having money. Yes, in each other. So I
Okay.
played the first time round or two, 15, the first time. I did the in around.
Oh, okay. And you win.
Yeah.
Okay, so you won yourself 20,000. So we will do the transfer. When you receive the money to your account, then we'll call you back to confirm that whether you get it, yeah?
Okay.
So
Thank
just
you. Thank you. Voice of the Lord. Once more.
yeah, so just keep by your phone. Don't go at this phone.
Okay.
All right. Hey, Abigail win 20,000. Abigail in the north. Abigail wants 4 hours. Yeah, yep, 20,000 baby. Oh God, why would not do that? Abigail? 10 minutes to 5 o'clock, and we will take another draw very shortly. Let me spin it again. Maybe I'll take one more person before we go to Frank's football issue. Let me spin and see whether maybe uh, I could take one more person. I could take one more winner, and that person quick. We'll take that person, then we zoom it out today. Okay, so let me see whether I can take one more person while we trying to do the transfer to Abigail. So Abigail can be enjoying her 20,000. Let's just start balling. Maybe, the community she in, if they got club or whatever doing around there. Yeah, let's just start, chilling on the Friday. But keep your entry that star 799 star 20 hash, enter your wallet, 200 LD or $1 and win the 20,000 immediately. Trust me, no if and end. No if and end. Okay. So we processing Abigail the money at the same time looking at the the bowl, so we can see the bowl and do the transfer of Abigail money. Then we call her, confirm it, and we let you know that she will receive your money. Then we do another draw. But keep it enter that star 799 star. As you enter, play star 799 star 20 has with 200 LD and stand a chance to win the 20,000. So I can spin. Let me spin and take one person quickly before Sam come in. Let me spin it one quick. 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 It's spinning. So get what to be. Your number can appear quickly. Then you beat that lucky winner. Yeah. You heard Abigail. Winner never quit. And quitter never win. That's how it looking like. So when you are a quitter, you don't win. When you are a winner, you don't quit. So Abigail has never quit. So that's why she was able to win herself the 20,000. 20,000 Liberian dollars. We're going to send it immediately to her account. And when we send it to her account, then we do another draw here. And then boys on, do the needful, play the stuff, win yourself the mile. And let ball quick, 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 quick. Win the mile, let ball. Star 799, star 799, star 20 pass. Enter play with 200 LD or $1.50. Win the 2,500, win your 20,000 from here. Let me inform you. On Wednesday, Lami Bwaka won the motorbike. Lami Bwaka from Bomi County. Lami Bwaka will be here on Monday at 12 o'clock to pick up his motorbike. Lami Bwaka won the motorbike. So surprising to him. Up to now, he can still believe that he has won motorbike. Imagine that some people every day will call you to find out when they coming for the bag or how you coming on. But same we call Lami Bwaka like Lami Bwaka win motorbike. Lami Bwaka won't call. We call him try to direct you to the place. Lami Bwaka don't know Monrovia. So I told Lami Bwaka when you come to Monrovia, call me. When you pick you up from Bomi, call me. I'll be directing you. I'll tell the driver to pull you. Then I'll send motorbike person for you or any motorbike you get on. I will direct the person to the radio station. So Lami Bwaka, yeah, had not been able to call us up to current. So let me see whether I can call back Abigail Smith to see whether she has received her money. But while getting back to her, keep her entry that star 799 star 20 hash entered and pay with 200 Liberian dollars or $1.50. You win yourself the 20,000 Liberian dollars. Yeah, so while the machine is trying to process Abigail, I think we will see whether we can take the winner. If we can, if they have not reached the number on the port, then we move on a bit. Very, 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 very good for the other. Wow, the person that won. Okay, let me spin it. Maybe drop the person number. Let me spin it again. If you're not drop, then you could drop. But keep your entry. That's 799 star 20 hash with 200 LD. Stand a chance to win yourself 2,500 LD. What a great opportunity. Even you as our listeners. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Very shortly. Very shortly. We bring you that lucky winner this afternoon. Keep your entry. Star 799 star. Okay, so I think we can call Abigail finally. So whether she received the money. Yeah. So let me see what I can call Abigail. 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 So while we calling Abigail, put your entry. Star 799 star 20 hash. Hello, Abigail. Abigail, the noise behind you too much. You got the money now? No, that just small question. You got the money now?
No, 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 no.
You can hear?
No, no,
Okay, okay. Yeah, with a few seconds, man. All right, I'll call you back. Wow, the machine is processing very slow. The network is looking stubborn. The network looking stubborn. So while we are waiting the network, we continue, our conversation with friends. So that star 799 star 20 hash into your wallet pay with $200 or $1.50 win the 20,000 dollar catch. It is a golden rules and opportunity for you as well right now. So we move on to Prince Afoko. So you know, some of the lawmakers, when they go about expressing issues, they always express issues with emotion. And at times they can have a good issue, and when they have a good issue, the way they express it turn different. The way they present the information to us with our own way of understanding and with our own way of accepting it from them. Friends are Foko did not go for the retrieval today, and he has written a communication. It is something that draws the attention of the legislator, his fellow legislators, something to draw their attention because they are all working together, they all charged with the same responsibility. If they will have a retreat, that means they have a particular source or a particular agenda to have it discussed, like the Liberia Senate did in recent on June 6th to the 8th, that led to a lot of mixed views of citizens on how cash was being disbursed or the budget that was allotted or the money that was allotted to retrieving Buchanan City. Frank Safoko didn't go there like he mentioned. He got his district development uh, council, he got his elders sitting along with him. He represented them, and the finance ministry or minister has not adhered to some of their benefits or money belonging to them has not been given them. So he's expressing frustration or disappointment in the ministry and adding that things needs to be done very strictly. You know, it's incredible to know that the guys will go about expressing issues that are confronting them, and you wouldn't see them expressing the interest of the masses. I want to discuss the way friends are focused taking the issue of their money being delayed and it's not coming. He decided to sit down home. If the Liberian people, the people who he governing, the people he's leading as a representative, the people have had a lot of issues on ground, a lot of situations that had not been handled and locally and internationally. So the act of staying away from the retreat, despite the retreat, what we're going to discuss there is of their own benefit again because not saying like everybody will benefit. But he has stayed away because he knew that staying away will draw the attention of the entire legislature, and people will understand want to know exactly what made Frank Safo to stay away. And he's trying to build, a census where other lawmakers will buy the idea and say, "Oh yeah, this thing can do. If Frank Safo can stay back, Safo is a serious critic to the government, or Safoko is an advocate in our cycle. So in much staying back, it means he has seen something. So let me join him. Frank is doing these things to draw the attention of his colleagues, and he won by sympathy. He won for his fellow colleagues to join him. And mind you, The way Frank Safoko has decided to stay away, raising concern, you think if the Liberian people, all of us, decide to resolve issues that how Frank want to resolve issues, do you think Frank will also be at peace? Because Frank is leading the people. One day you will just see certain group of people in from the community. They say we needed a hand pump, and first our people have built a hand pump. So because today you didn't build a hand pump, we coming to the capital building to get the office thing and go build a hand pump. Because that's what it implies, right? That's what it indicates. If Frank would not go for the retreat where his colleagues are going, and he stay away, raising concern, it means if Frank Safoko promised the people in his district and can carry the hand pump or the paving of the road, maybe he might have committed himself to. It means the people should rise against him. They should come to the Capitol building and tell Frank, you promise all this one, so how much you can do it. It means we have come for it and we must carry it. That's how it indicates. So Frank is more likely raising concern and to tell you Liberians that the lawmakers are after themselves. They will always push their own issue. The very people Frank talking about, all of them sitting in the National Development Council and his elders, they are sitting right. They say they are in support of him. Yeah, they are in support of him. I tell you, that Frank go and receive that money. Frank now call your council by him. They do, a video record. Everybody say they say, well, the district post it did not happen. They in support of their son. Let Frank go get the money. What you will know that you're supporting Frank or the money Frank protesting for or making noise, drawing the attention of the people for, it belongs to all of your, now you all know. So the lawmakers will continue to use you Liberians because you fail to understand the potential. You fail to realize that you made the person. They now call you. And you know what happened? Once the media capture all of you in one picture, it indicates that all of you are in solidarity with the person. And once you are in solidarity with the person, meaning with the person benefiting or benefit. But that money, Frank, is raising concern for when that money, so, oh God. As him come on, then we pick up the lady.
The First Lady of Liberia, Katumo Bwaka, is appealing to the legislature, specifically the House of Representatives, to create a law, in her words, that all workers at the University of Liberia be compelled to send all their children to university. And then the Jonelle Moreau, you asked a very significant question, which we're about to talk about. You are asking, what is the U.S. Embassy saying about this high level of corruption? And that would take us to Cental's report, the report of the Center for Transparency and Accountability in Liberia will highlight corruption widespread, astronomical corruption under the Waka-led government. Central released its report on the president 100 days, saying allegations of corruption. And then they were referring the money used for the inauguration, saying that prior to the president's inauguration and without constitutional authority, requested money from NASCOP. NASCOP is the National Social Security and Welfare Corporation. They took money from NASCOP, according to Central. And the way they took the money, they did not follow the procedure. The government of President Joseph Nima Walker did not follow the procedure to take the money from NASCOP. they took the money in an illegal way. The amount 170,000 United States dollars to buy 5 cars. Those cars, they are referred to as Land Cruiser SUV. 5 Land Cruiser, 117,000 United States dollars for each of those cars. Not 117,000 United States dollars for the 5 cars. Each of those cars, 117,000 United States dollars. The money was taken from NASCAR account. According to Centau's report, the Unity Party-led government did not follow the procedure to take the money as the law required, but rather they went behind the law. They bypassed the law, took the money from NASCAR account to buy 5 cars called Land Cruisers SUV, 117,000 United States dollars. And we tell you that when you hear Unity Party people saying we got to honor the past government, the government was corrupt. That's smoke screen. You know what smoke screen is? You blow the smoke in the direction of the person you accuse. So everybody will look in that direction, but your image is blurred. They can't see you. So what you're doing behind there, no one knows. So Central say in their report, they released their report yesterday on the president's 100 days. They say that the president, the government, Unity Party government, they took money from NASCAR account. And the way they took the money, they did not follow the process. They did not follow the legal process. They bypassed it. So they took money from there to buy 5 cars. And these cars, they are referred to as Land Cruisers, SUV. They are very expensive. 117,000 United States dollars for each of those cars. So put times 117,000 times 5. Then you know how much was used. They went further to say in their report that the president officials are engaging in corruption, according to the investigating. So you know, they taking note of every way the government spending, the president himself, his officials, everything, the people checking. They're doing their investigation in line with the law. So while we're explaining to you what Central has done, they're not guessing things. They're not anti-government or anti-Baka. No, they did this with governments in the past. They're doing it now, and they will do it beyond this government. That is the role, Center for Transparency and Accountability. Then they went further to say that the president, they want all of us to know, the president went bribing the legislators. They brought that thing up. They highlighted in the report. They say that money, the way the money came is not the right way. That the president engaged in bribing. He took money to bribe the legislators. Then they went further to talk about the money that the president appointee to the National Oil Company of Liberia, the president's nephew, J. Kapakoli, is related to President Boubacar. He's President Joseph Ima Boubacar's nephew, J. Kapakoli. And according to Central, he approved without the proper procedure 600,000 United States dollars given to contractors under questionable circumstances. Under questionable circumstances. Questionable circumstances mean they know how the money was taken, whether it was done legally or it was done illegally. Nobody know. Only the people who were involved. Yeah, no clear understanding. That's what it means. When they say the man is doing a thing, yeah, the way he's doing it is questionable. It means no clear idea. Only the people who involved. That Jacob Akoli disbursed. That means he approved the money, 600,000 United States dollars. Then, according to Central India report they released yesterday, they say that the public works minister violated. That means he went against. He did not follow the right procedure. The law says when you're about to spend certain amount, big money, that not petty cash, you must go through the law, follow all of the process. So they said in the report that the public works minister violated the procurement law by giving road maintenance contract. And the road maintenance contract, according to Central, 22.2 million. $22.2 million. Central say it never went through what they call competitive bidding process. That means one person take it and give it. So the law say before it must go through the right procedure. We call it bidding. Sometimes you hear the word vet in line with the law. Or because I get the authority, then I take it, I get to draft. And follow the right procedure. Central say a correction right there. 22 US 22.4 million. And I liberty that money. They said that the money the government said they used to fix all the roads. So they give it to contractors, they give it to people. Central did their investigation. In the report, they said no, they never followed the right procedure. So it's corruption. Then they came to the going down small. It was too hard. They came to the 5 pieces of F moving equipment. Yeah. They said that the way in which it went, it was not right. It did not follow the procedure. It did not go through any legislative process. Nothing. The government just came out and announced it, even though it has not been finalized. But the way in which it went, if politicians, journalists, civil society people had not come out to impress upon the government to explain how it is they are going to engage into doing it illegally, bring it into the country, then everybody will say, yes, the government is doing right. But how they are going to procure, that means to buy it, that way, they say no one went right. Then why other things they documented again? That the president took important steps. They want the president, which is good. He took important steps to appoint officials to the ombudsman office, and then suspending Stanley Ford, the director general of the Financial Intelligence Agency, based on reports of his involvement in money laundering and corruption again. Then they also said the president failed to hold his officials accountable. Then they made reference to releasing investigative findings into circumstances around the poll planning or about the poll inauguration, the message inauguration, and allegations of mismanagement of United States dollars, 600,000 budgeted for the inauguration. According to Central, until now, the president has not said anything. He has not constituted a committee to investigate to give account of that money. When we're talking here, you say we anchor government. Again, Joseph Bogai, you had people here, Center for Transparency and Accountability, that they report the whole document that what people also going through a page by page. When we're telling you all that the president himself is engaging in corruption, he has to live by no business as usual by accounting. You say we're against Mr. President. But at least you're getting to know that we're not against Mr. President, we're all Liberians, but Mr. President has to do what is right. As much as they say, he who comes to equity must come with clean hands. He who preaches equity must not preach anything equity. So Sadar said the president has to give account of that money. 600,000 United States dollars budgeted for his inauguration. The president issued an official statement expressing utmost confidence in Miata Famule, chairperson of the inaugural committee. Senta said the president also violated, but before we go to the code of conduct, and you see it, and I told y'all that thing the president did was wrong to praise Miata Famule and all those who were associated with executing the inauguration. Didn't I tell you that the president was wrong? He should not have done that. Yes, Senta saying the same thing. I said that thing, I know how many weeks, months, and Yes, Senta said it yesterday. The report, they said it in the report. We heard Mr. President, as we heard Mr. President, that it was not right. The entire world knew exactly, they saw their testimonies to what happened, that messy inauguration. All the lawmakers condemned it. International communities, the people in the international community were laughing at us. Thank God, some of those international people did not fall off in our country on inauguration day. Mr. President fell off. The people could not get water to drink. The heat was all over the place. The program ended prematurely. Then Mr. President had the audacity and proclivity to praise Miata Famule and say she did a good job. And you expect that people will say, yes, Mr. President was wrong. Mr. President is still wrong. Mr. President has to come back, rescind that statement, and order a full investigation into that. Otherwise than that, all your unity party people who talking, the past government mess up, the past government, order the past one, order the past one, just shut up. Because Mr. President has created a culture of business as usual, even though he said no business as usual. Irony, paradox of himself. It's wrong. You can't do that. Yes, and now. Without condemning it. Mr. President said Miata Family did a good job. She organized a good program. After he fell off, shamefully, majority of the guests ran out of Liberia in no time. They said the place not safe. If the people president can fall off, then let's get out of this country.
Sorry, no president.
Then you had the audacity to say Miata Famula did a good job. But we can understand. I feel sorry for Mr. President. Mr. President is under pressure. Mr. President is being controlled. He's being remote control. He's being influenced by the people around him. He too doesn't want to take action against certain people because of their long years of relationship. He thinks that by doing that, then he's covering and protecting. But he's damaging his image. He's damaging his government's image, Mr. President. Then why will you trusting other people? So let me conclude. Then they went to the code of conduct. Do we have a winner there or loser winner?
Yeah, we're coming to one more winner.
Okay, that's good. So let's conclude with the code of conduct. Central India report, they said the president also violated the code of conduct regarding declaration of his assets. The president press secretary, Kula said the president was going to declare, make public his assets. And Central took that because Kula is the press secretary for Mr. President, and she made it public that the president was going to make public his absence. Till now, Mr. President has not said anything. Mr. President has not made public his absence, and I know the reason. I know the reason why Mr. President has not made that public, and I don't think Mr. President will make it public. And here is the reason: because Mr. President came to the presidency with nothing. So Mr. President submitted the document to LHC. Now, if Mr. President comes out to say this is what he had, or he cannot take the document from LHCC to backdate, and if he attempt to take it from LHCC to update, it will be no, because this country here has security on security right now. Yeah, they did it in LA administration, they did it in Georgia administration. That's security on security. LHCC, Madam Alexandra Zoe here of LHCC, let me tell you, security on you. Every agency and ministry of the government, security on security, we saw it in our government. People are investigating. People in your inner cycle, they will leak out information. So if Mr. President stand over there to collect that document, update it, and send it back to you, it will still be no. The reason why Mr. President will not declare or make public his answer because Mr. President, why he submitted, ain't nothing. Ain't nothing. So, Mr. President wants to leave it as it is. But it was the same claim that United Party people brought against George Weah. They said George Weah never declared his answer, he never made it public. He pillaged the resources of the country. This is no defense for them because they have their own stuff. They can answer to them. You said truly they did something, the election has some excesses. But the reason why we're placing the emphasis on this government, because they said the past government did wrong, and they are coming in not to repeat the same thing. So, Mr. President, don't have anything much. What Mr. President submitted to LACP was just a mere paper, not really weighty. Like we saw Representative Musability, Representative what other person weighty, Sonny Man. I think I want Musability. The government minister, we know that he got all the post small thing order.
So you do it for me. You don't reason the president don't want to make it as a public, sir.
No,
Yeah, for me, I've honestly happened long ago. The reason the president don't want to make it access public is that he don't want to create a Pandora box in the corridor of Liberia. What the president gave the LACC, he gave to the LACC that the wealth he has accumulated over the year, he gave very low profile of properties to the LACC. That when even LACC comes out, or if he comes out and say you make it public, when the people make it public, it will create another serious conversation in the country. Why? Because a very little portion of his wealth he placed on that sheet. He didn't pour all of his wealth he has accumulated over the years on that sheet he gave the LACC. So when the LACC comes out and say this is what President Baka said he has, then you will see people say, no man, for the 2 years, not work for it. Tell me that one house he get. Then people will say, no, we told you that not in corruption. All the years he had worked, you see the man only get one house, and he ain't get time to corrupt and pay people houses, the house, putting government bill looking there. So because of that, he reported people 1 or 2 houses on the assets.
But,
So when you
but
make it public,
that one too.
when he make it public, people will lost credit. He nothing I'm telling you. Saying, people know when you work for the 2 years in government, no matter what, you will have property, you have money in your account more than what he has. So people start to question you, people start to ask. So if the president say he has the amount of money in his account, then why he been doing it for the 2 years? The money he gave, that agree, they pay. What he been doing with the pay? Because he submitted a document that when he himself come on and said this is what I have in my account, people will question it. People say they're not true. It's just like saying you can see somebody and know that the person is working. Then the person tell you say they don't have it. Then in your own sense, the person tell you they don't have it, but you will know that the person have it. Now the issue of Baka. Like, I don't want to come out and tell you this is what I have. The document he reported or submitted to the LSC, very small worth of property he paid. So when they just come on and say this is what the president has, announced or has submitted to the LSC that he have accumulated over the years. When Labro said no, the men I work for the 2 years in government, that one horse in only that horse we have here, and which say now the Boga got plenty of houses. So if he goes about putting all the horses again on the scene, report to LSCC, then both say, oh, and we throw you up, Boga corrupting and
But
building the
all,
those are things.
all Mr. President needs to make public. His press secretary said it. Before we go to dry, you know, Springer is having her say on this thing. Said is the social security funds for the government to take money for the L of zero card, or is it for working Liberians retirement income? Thank you ever so much, my dear sister. No, very good question. Not for that, but that is how it is in Liberia. When I say this is how it is in Liberia, they're not following the law. They do it as well once they have the power. They go into certain accounts and take money from there. And the other one you are referencing with the Burkina Faso president, no, I'm not too sure because I watched that video. Yes, I think it was 25 SUV. The same way he took it from the budget for just 2 days, friends, to buy these vehicles. Uh, yes, you are right. I saw that vehicles, those vehicles. Yes, and she said, yeah, yeah. Okay, you're right. You're mature. I saw that video too. Waste of money. Waste of money. The president bought, I think, 25 or 50 from the budget just for 2 days. Just for 2 days to accommodate guests. Just for 2 days. And after the 2 days, they all gone back. So, if you watch that video, I hope I can send it to you before the show ends. You know what the guy said? The white guy who did the commentary, who did the documentary. You know what the man said? The man said he sees no reason why Africa can never be developed because its own leaders are their problems. Yeah, and he's right.
But I want that to be honest. Our guys are very
Yeah, that was wasteful. So they said, and they talk about the president appointment. If you read it, just let me know that there was also lack of transparency regarding appointments revoked by the president, undermining the public's right to know. They said of the 1,000 plus appointments, 38 were affected by misunderstanding. That means they did not really know how it was going. Of this number, 13 concerned appointments that were changed, while 25 appointments were made ineffective by revocation, resignation, court proceeding, or refusal of current office holders to run, and on and on. So this is it. This is just the portion of Center's report here. I say they highlight corruption under the Walker government. In 6 months' time, the government has gone deep into corruption. Those of you who are running all over the place, you're going to see more. The legislature, the president legislature, wallowing in corruption. The president's retreat, the retreat to announce the 285 moving machines. The executive, we have a winner there. The executive can say how many dollars they spend on that retreat, right?
Okay, so thank you, Sam. Let me take the person. We went through the loser draw and pick this person. Hello? Hello?
Hello, I'm hearing you.
Okay, my name is Edwin Melvin Drew. I come from Austin, Liberia.
Okay.
Have you played the cash giveaway in Austin, Liberia?
Oh, yeah, sure. I always play it as my station. That's very was people sharing it. Yeah.
Okay. So, the number we're discussing right now. Listen, the number we're discussing right now. Your Liberian can pray too much for it. Listen, you've been playing the voice of Liberia cash giveaway and have nothing to do with you. So we say you got 2,500 on your account. Did you receive it?
Oh, thank you. I received it, but there was no number to call, so I was kind of
Yeah,
wow, who sent this morning because now they are playing
yeah,
was like right out of freedom.
yeah. But you saw radio entertainment last year, so we
Sorry, entertainment.
okay. So you can keep playing with that one, or you can do whatever you want to chill. That's it.
Thank you. I really do appreciate it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I want to find out when will be your jackpot? Is it today or because I want to I don't know.
But a
Honestly,
jackpot on ready, jackpot. I only had 20,000 today. We
when
giving
um, oh today jackpot.
today jackpot. So all you do is that star 799 star 20 hash. The wallet will open. You play 200 LD or you play $1.50 and a chance to win the
Uh,
20,000.
nine star 20
Star 799 star
star
20 hash.
20. Okay, yeah, okay.
Okay,
I got it. Yeah, thank you.
okay.
Guys are interested.
I need to get me over there for saying you show me saying are you? I'll go for you. Anyway.
I want you to listen to the man behind the
Yeah.
scene. You know, sometimes when the people we like that, they are sadly too much.
Yeah, what Tali Jaffa Bolu said. He said 6 years frustration. 6 years frustration, just 6 years frustration just starting. I don't know who you are referencing, but if you are a fanatic of the government or a fan of the government, then we can say that your 6 years frustration has started too, because the government is making too many mistakes. People are leaving the government. Rescue Rambo has turned to opposition Rambo. And within Unity Party, you will get to know it very soon. We saw that in Ellen's administration. People resigned early. We saw it in Georgia administration. People left the government early. And there are signs in this government. You're going to get people leaving Waka government to go. Already, most of the people who support in the United States, you follow the information. Probably some of you who are fans, you just sit down here and just scream. You follow events around.
I know what else going on. Yeah, see what this is.
Most of the people, most of the guys who supported him from the United States, the various, most of those states, they complain. They're expressing their regret so early. They're not yet. If you're yet some of the things that are happening around the president, you will not be saying that it says you have frustration. It says you have frustration, it says he has to hurt you. Because we have 6 years to help Mr. President. And in helping Mr. President, we identify the errors and we pray for suggestion. That is the essence. So, Sally Jaffa, Bolu, try to have everything. Yeah, we have another way on that. Then we try to
Okay,
just
so
come out.
the other person that we can take, yeah. So the other person we can take is directly for the 20,000.
That 20,000 or that year, that
Mhm.
week now, when you do yourself, where that 8 hour,
So all you need to do is to dial star 799 star 20 hash, play with 200 and win the 20,000 immediately. So let me see what we can do the draw. That way together, right? But let me wait for you small to play sport. I mean spin. Yeah. So put your entry dial star 799 star 20 hash. You okay in. Play with the 200 LD or the $1.50. Stand a chance of winning the 20,000. The weekend can start from here. We can end it to the nearest bar or restaurant somewhere around your community. Anywhere. The Friday can knock us on. We can knock it there and have a very great time together on Voice of Liberia. So this is the cash giveaway. Voice of Liberia cash giveaway. Let me see what we can spin. The other spin is on and it's there. Let me see who will take the one. Let me see who will take the one. Let me see who will take the one. Wow. It landed on zero. It landed on zero. It didn't lay on anybody's number. So because of that, let me put it back in the air. Let me put it back in the air. But you can put your entry and be the winner. Star 799 star 20 hash. Play with 200 LD on your $1.50 and win the 20,000 Liberian dollars. You win automatically. We call you. Take your money. The jackpot continue. Star 799 star 20 hash. Play with 200 LD. Stand a chance of winning yourself that 20,000 Liberian dollars. You could be that lucky winner. Honestly, you could be that lucky winner. Once you are the winner, no if or in will take you automatically. So I'm spinning. Let me spin now, yeah? Let me see who will take it. 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 Let me see who to take the last 20,000. Wow. What a great opportunity coming to the pressing pass. Wow. The Leons you again, yeah? Yeah, nobody took it. Let me put it back in the air again. Maybe you could be that lucky winner now. As soon as you win it now, give it to you. So two times now, he has not landed on anybody's number. So it's still open. Anybody can take it, especially the new people who can just play. I like how sometimes you can operate. I mean, you just play. The number just join the raffle. You can pick it up. And once you pick it up, you become the winner. It's on. It's on. It's on. Spinning. 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 Okay. I come here saying I won't get the person. I won't set the present record. Me set the day today. Keep your entry down star 79 star 20 hash. You enter, you play with 200 LD or you play with your $1.50 and stand the chance of winning yourself the 20,000 Liberian dollars. What a great opportunity for you to call, win the money. Yeah, you can be that lucky winner. You can be that lucky winner. So keep your entry. Star 799 star 20 hash. As you enter, you play with 200 Liberian dollars and a chance to win yourself the 20,000. So this is jackpot. Every Friday we give out 20,000. So we get the first 20,000. The other one now gonna get out 40 plus the 255. Let me see. Yeah, 246 8,500. 8,500. Now, a very good money and I give up this one. So if you want win now, then I win it. Yeah, if you want win the other laugh for the 1,000 then I win it. Yeah, for me, I'm gonna say and I do my own part. I'm not very do well for people. Yeah. So that star 799 still going through star 799, still more star 799, star 20 hash, with 200 LD or $1.50 and win the 20,000 catch immediately. Don't waste no time. If you've been wasting time, don't waste this one. Do not waste this one because it promises to be great. Promises to be great. They're trying to figure it out. They're trying to figure it out, but the network is coming in slow. The network is coming in slow. The network coming in slow. I don't know what happened to the network. Okay, so it picking up. So I can record it now. So yeah, so star 799 star 20 hash. Play with 200. Yeah, $1.50. Be the winner of 20,000 Liberian dollars right now. Giving out 20,000. We give it a 20, plus the other 20. The three loser draw we did at 525. To the like 8,500. Just say 7,500. Yeah. Okay, so the spin is on. You know what I'm like sensing and liking is that let me see. Okay, so I'm telling you say put it on. You are joking. Let me do the last spin. Let me do the last spin. Let me do the last spin. Let me do the last spin and there we go. Like I told you. Hello?
Yeah.
My name is Edwin Melvin Dua, and I call you from Voice of Liberia.
Yeah.
What is your name, Mama?
My name is Teresa. Teresa.
How you spell your Teresa?
T-H-E-R-E-S.
Theres.
Yeah.
S-A. Teresa who?
Teresa Twen.
Twig. You can twig?
No.
How you spell twig? T-J-E-H.
Yeah.
Hey, Teresa, where you live in North, Teresa?
Yeah, this is not.
You say how you spell your twig?
T-J-B-E-H.
E-H. You related to Samuel Twig?
No.
I thought you related to Samuel Twig, and what you have money in the country?
But I've been in the house. You saw me, I've been in the country.
Okay, you say Samuel Twig. Yeah, Joe, we have to get picture.
I know and something, but I ain't going to. No, into one.
Okay, so Teresa Twig, did you play the person of broadcast giveaway?
Yeah, I played this morning. I played by 7 and I played by 2.
You play 7 o'clock and you play 2 o'clock.
Yeah.
And how many dollars you play?
The first one I played 200. I played 3 times 600.
Now, 600 you play, I think you can play, 600 you play.
Yeah.
Teresa, where you from?
I'm from Stanley.
Mansfield. Teresa, are they new on the mobile number?
Yeah.
Teresa, you have won yourself $20,000, yeah?
Thank you.
Okay. So, tell us how you play today.
When I was watching the radio station, there's a lady at the morning hour was let's forget who was she called the
Yes, in
station.
here.
Staring start thinking how. I played. I saw Ocean, I saw US in the water. In the water, I was 200 US and I was carrying down.
You got time for US.
Yeah, I'm not paying with US.
You got your partner in government.
But I'm not paying government, I don't want to do it.
Yeah, that government book in US. Yeah. So you win yourself your 20,000, yeah?
All right.
We'll call you back to find out whether you get it, yeah? All right. So Teresa now win herself 20,000. If possible, we can take. You know what I like is that people just win you. The first one, Abigail Smith, they won on a Teresa 12. Teresa 12 now win her 20K, easy 20K. If you smart, you can win there. If you smart, you can win it. So keep the entry. Maybe we can take one more. I'm sure like what we did yesterday evening. Yes, how beautiful it was yesterday, right? So we took almost 3 yesterday. So we now take the first 2. If possible, we can take one more. Depending on how you engage me and I'll engage you and I'll spin it like that. So keep an entry that star 799 star 20 has enter play with 200 LP and win the 20,000 right away. The one who is or in. Do not be a victim of your own phone. be the storyteller that you were the last winner for the Bit and Pieces cash giveaway on Friday, June 21. Yeah, no wasting time. Straight to A, baby. Bring it inside. Bring it inside. So while trying to process Teresa Twer, let me see what. Let me go back to the drawing board and see what I would take. Maybe somebody, maybe. But keep your entry. That star 799 star 799 star 20 hash. Play with 200 LD. $1.50 a win. The 20,000. So we can send Teresa money. Oh. So you have to be making fun. You better put it in. The way you put it in, how you get it out. The way you put it in, how you get it out. 2 bucks for 20 key. And see it? 2,000 for 20,000. $1.50 for $105 US point 2 cent. And see how we do it? Pay with the $1.50 will give you $105 point 2 cent at the US component when you divide the 20,000 by the 190 rate. So you see the opportunity, we're making pretty close to $104 US profit. So keep an entry. That's star 799 star 20 hash. As you enter, you play with 200 LP. You win yourself the 20,000. I like how the jackpot is like, you know, two female on my team today have won themselves the 20,000. What a great opportunity. Very beautiful. Very nice. Very good. Very okay. Very numani. Let me speak small bars. Very numani. Laos my fellow Kisi people. And Mabesu, my fellow Lovians. Harmony, my fellow prayer people. That's how like, gotta aspire to the broadcast at time, on the show. Bit and pieces. So let me call let me call uh the lady Teresa Twer. Let me call Twer and ask her if she received her money. Uh, it's gonna be a nice one for Teresa. And once it is confirmed, I'm calling her. Is that she's celebrating you? Hello,
Yeah,
Teresa.
yeah.
Teresa, I told you I'm going to call you back to find out whether you get the money, right?
Oh, I check my account.
Hey, Teresa, stop the kind of thing, man. Teresa, you see the message?
No, I'm saying I'm seeing it, but I check my account.
Teresa, just that smartphone you're using, an Android phone, that big phone you're using.
Oh, I bought it.
Oh, Teresa. Okay, Teresa, we get you 1 million and just 20 quick, yeah?
Alright.
The person now come already, yeah. Teresa, check quick, let me call you back. Check quick. Let the people be there, paka. Get in. Yeah, you win your money, you win it. Yeah, when you win your money, we give it to you straight. That star 799 star 20 hash, play with 200 LP, win yourself the 20,000. Star 799 star 20 hash, win yourself the 20,000 Liberian dollars. We call Teresa again. You will not waste time. I don't want to be held liable for Teresa not telling the people that you receive your money. But Teresa cancel the call. Teresa all active, all happy. Or anyway, that body food she says she got. So body food, the way the antro can be multifunctional, that's not how the body food can be. Body food say one at a time. Can be on call at the same time. So keep an entry to star 799 star 20 hash and play with 200 LD and win the 20,000. And you could be that lucky last winner on the show right now. Now Teresa not answer. Teresa, Teresa, you get the money? Teresa, you in the noise room, man. Teresa, we didn't talk about it, but I'd be happy for your money when you got it.
can say I don't play with
So they will not eat on, eh?
Yeah,
So you and your boyfriend going eat it. Oh.
I won't worry either.
So then you me, oh.
For this, what for it? The one you saw regret, the one you might take for it.
You're regretting.
Yeah.
And I, so now the says on your bring back 20,000.
Yeah.
Okay, so enjoy yourself, yeah?
All right, thank you.
All right, Teresa. So keep your entry that star 799 star 20 hash. As you enter, you play your 200 LD and win the 20,000 Liberian dollars. So if we can get it now, then I think we will go home. But I don't want to get the last 20,000 out. I got 40,000 in the account. I won't give it out, but just people that will give maybe one out. But people don't want to play. And they know say the last time I done to play and win. Star 799 star 20 hash. Play with 200 Liberian dollars. Win yourself the 20,000 immediately. Star 799 star 20 hash. Play with 200 Liberian dollars. Win yourself the 20,000. So as we parking, now we parking you. So who will be the last winner? Parking you. We are parking. Yeah, so bed and pieces. We'll be taking break on today and resume on Monday, God willing. Let me appreciate Sam Andrews, the director of radio, who have smoothly worked with the management team in ensuring that every program that was meant to be aired through the week was being aired. And today we have concluded this week in June, the second to the last week in June. So we got one more week in June, just of next week, to complete June and enter the breath or the anniversary month of Liberia. That's July. So July, Liberia,
But nothing to show.
it's gonna be 176 years old, eh?
The person that will present audit, bringing in foreign audit to audit the past government because that's the only thing they have.
Okay, so you can entry that star 799 star 20 hash with 200 LD and win the last 20,000. I won't carry the money home, man. Yeah, I just don't want to because if I carry the money, I want to do good, man. I want to do good with the money, yeah. I get called on there. I was sending money to my man, Papi, out technician. I was sending money to your account. Papi will go to Adoma. Papi love Adoma. Papi has promised to carry me to Adoma. Now I've always refused because the manager could told me Adoma very far. But anyway, I'll give it a try maybe even today. Keep your entry star 799 star 20 hash. Enter play with 200 LD and we accept the 20,000. So let me take the last spin. If I take it and you are lucky, you win it. If I take it, you're not lucky, or you land on zero, then that's it. Let me see. I'm gonna take it. Let me take the race. You win, you win. You lost, you lost. And that's how it's gonna be. And I know say somebody will pick the one up. Somebody will pick the one up and they will say, oh, I remember you are. What you are doing for me on the Friday is very no money. Yeah, very no money. I love that part of the buzzer. Well, folks, it had landed on zero. Didn't pick anybody. Didn't pick anybody. So join us on Monday regularly as we will be giving out 6,000 on Monday. We'll be giving out 6,000 on Monday. Tuesday we'll be giving out 2,500. On Wednesday we'll be giving out 10,000. On Thursday we'll be giving out 2,500. Then Friday again we'll be giving out 20,000. That's the normal routine in the cash giveaway of Voice of Liberia. We say thank you to all of you. I've been Edwin Melvin Dua, Sam Andrews, bid in pieces, take break and resume on Monday. God willing. Patricia was on the camera. Coming up next at 6 is the news. We out.
Don't trouble nothing too much